13 ways or 13 tips to help you know how to take better care of yourself. The first one I'm going to talk about is do not worry about other people's opinion. That's number one. Numero one. Do not worry about other people's opinion about you. People are always going to have their opinion. I say this all the time because I want to get you guys to understand that people are always going to talk. People are always going to be people. They are going to approve. They are going to disapprove. They are going to agree. They are going to disagree. They are going to say yes and they are going to say no. It doesn't matter what they say or do or feel. What matters is you. How do you feel about it? What do you have to say about it? How does it make you feel? That is the most important thing. So the first point to self-care is you don't have to worry, because if you worry about what people will say or are saying, sweetie, they are going to change you into somebody you will not recognize.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful, wonderfully made by God. Welcome to the Big Show.
Oh, that hair is too short. I don't like it short. This person will say, oh, no, I like it short. This one will say, no, leave it long. This one will say, no, it's too long. This one will say, no, it's too black. It's too blonde. It's too brown. It's too yellow. They will always have different opinions. Just like our faces are different, our opinions are different. So which opinion are you going to go with? That's why you have to learn to believe in yourself and consider your own opinion and how it makes you feel and what you feel about it and how it is important to your life and your self-care before you can begin to attend to those things. So the first step to this step of self-care, the first tip is you should not worry about what others say about you. Number two, do not compare yourself to others. We always do this. Oh, I'm 48 years old, and other 48 years old are presidents. I am a loser. I have not done nothing. I am not even married. I don't have children. At 48, I can't do nothing. This other lady is a CEO of a company. Oh, I am so dumb. I am 90 years old and I cannot walk straight. This other 90-year-old can walk straight. He's driving. I must be a loser. You're always trying to compare yourself to others. Oh, my church is smaller while I started before that person. Oh, my my business is smaller when I started before this other lady. This other lady, we are in the same business, but she's doing so well. This other man is doing better than me. Their marriage is better than mine. Their children are better than mine. Their house is bigger than mine. You keep comparing yourself. You compare things that are incomparable. You compare things that don't even need to be compared. Everything is about competition and comparing for you. That is not good for your self-care. You have to stop comparing yourself. You are a unique being. You are in a class of your own. You are you up there. There is nobody on this earth that is like you. I am Akudo. I am unique in my own way. The way I talk, the way I look, the way I laugh, the way I eat, the way I sleep, the way I look, the way everything about me is different. You cannot find somebody else. That somebody might look like me, but they cannot be me. You have to understand that and put that right there, lock it up and throw the key away. Lock it up and throw the keys away. You are you. Stop comparing yourself, because all you're doing is when you compare yourself and you feel you don't measure up, you begin to look down on yourself. You begin to think you are a failure. You begin to think you cannot amount to anything. You begin to think that you are slower. You begin to look down on yourself, derogatory things about yourself. You begin to feel like you are. Why do you want to put yourself all through that? Why do you want to put yourself all through that? Why do you want to do all that? That's not even necessary. You don't need all that. So what you ask yourself is it really necessary? Do I need to put myself all through this nonsense? For what? For what, my sister? For what? For what reason? Ask yourself this question. For what reason? You do not have to compare yourself, because most of the time hold on a second. Most of the time we compare ourselves to everything. Nothing is good enough. Oh, everybody. And then those of us, when we compare yourself and you feel like you have fallen short, then you want to go do things to put yourself where you think you should be. Then what do? We start doing things, we get ourselves involved in things just because, oh, my age mates there are riding this car, my age mates they are living these big houses, my age mates they are doing this and doing that. I'm not doing it. So what do I need to do to be exactly where they are? And then you put a lot of pressure on yourself. That is not self-care. You are not taking care of yourself. When you begin to compare yourself to others, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself the worst thing you can possibly think of. That is not self-care. That's number two. Number three say, number three say, value yourself and not your looks. Most of the time, we put a lot of value on how we look. Oh, I look young. Oh, I look old. Look at that girl. She's my classmate. She looks very young while I look old. Look at I have some wrinkles when they don't. Look at how I look. I don't look good. We put our value on looks. People don't value you because of how you look. Because if life is all about how you look, why is it that people that we think that they look the best, they are still not happy? Looks don't give you happiness. Looks don't give you joy. Looks don't give you peace. It is good to look good and take care of yourself, but don't put your value on how you look. There are some people that they will not rest until they think they have achieved that perfect 10. They think 10 is it, and they will do everything humanly possible to make sure that they are number 10. There is no flaws. If there's anything wrong, they will go fix it. If there is something wrong here, they will go fix it. They keep fixing and fixing that you see them, you can't even recognize them anymore. That's not your value. That's not self-care. Some people think it's self-care. That's not self-care. Self-care is not putting value is putting value on what you are, not how you look. Value of your integrity, value about your character, value about how loyal you are, value about honesty, value about being trustworthy, value about being kind, value about accepting others, value about, this is kindness, love. This is what your value should be on, not on how physically you look. Excuse me, because one thing about looks is it will fade away. I didn't look like this when I was in my 20s. In my 20s, ooh, wee, I was young, I was thin, I was. Now I'm still whether you like it or not. I am still boom boom boom. But the truth of the matter is, if I was looking at how I used to be 20 years ago, I would be unhappy because I'll say, "Oh Lord, I don't look that slim anymore. I don't look." No, I know I am more matured. I know I am kinder now. I know I'm more accepting now. I'm more trustworthy now. I know my integrity now is better than it was 20 years ago. I know I'm more honest now than 20 years ago because I'm a grown woman. I have matured. I've dealt with life. I've seen the other side of life. So this is a better version of me. Although then I might have looked different or even better. Some people might say, "Oh, you look better then." No, I look better now because I'm more matured. I take care of myself. I love myself. I have more things I put value on than just my physical look. So that is number three. The number three tip to self-care is do not put value on your looks. Put value on yourself. Number four, say allow yourself to make mistakes. This is where we have problem. We think we are so perfect that we shouldn't make mistakes. We think we are so perfect that nothing should go wrong. No, baby, come closer. Let me wake you up. You will make mistakes. You're human. Yes, you will make mistakes. You're human. You will make mistakes because you're flesh and blood. You will make mistakes because you're not God. You're not the Holy Spirit. You will make mistakes. But the difference about making mistake, there are differences between making mistake and making mistake. When you make mistake and you stay down, then that is detrimental to you. But when you make mistakes and you get up and get back on the horse and correct your mistakes and learn from your mistake, then that is a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. We made mistakes when we were young. We said things we were not supposed to say. We acted the way we were not supposed to act. We did things we were so ashamed of doing that we were so ashamed we don't even want to talk about now. That's being a child. But now we are grown. We have learned from those mistakes. We will never make those mistakes. Even as a mother or as a father, sometimes when you're advising your children, you tell your children, hey, honey, I know what you're doing. I did that. I've been there, done that. It didn't work. So, baby, don't do that. Now you're trying to teach from your mistakes. You're trying to counsel from your mistakes. You're trying to educate from your mistakes. You're trying to edify, motivate, inspire from your mistakes. That's what life is all about, and that is self-care. That is number 4 tip to self-care. That means allowing yourself to make mistakes and knowing that mistakes that you make, you learn from them and you move on. You are not perfect, baby. You're going to make mistakes, but you have to allow yourself for those mistakes.